Welcome back to Transport Fever. It's Mallet. We're following the Watt brick train out of Maryport. And what I thought we could start doing is trying to look at some of the towns and get them the materials that they want. So I haven't really messed with that much in Transport Fever. But obviously Watt and Under Edge. Well, I don't know if I thought it was Maryport, but apparently we're at Watt and Under Edge. How this works truly, you can see the bridge back there, is I guess if you give them the stuff they want, they're gonna be happy, right? Charts, destinations, they have some places they can go, suppliers. So they would like to get 132 bread. They're getting, and I don't know if this is a monthly thing or whatnot, but maybe we can try and get them these things, since if we can effectively do that, maybe we can do something else. We've got a small passenger train that goes back and forth from, where do they come from? Macclesfield. So maybe since we're here, why don't we name it? There. One more named. That's not really making that much. Getting people in there. So I know we have a freight line that comes in here. Watt brick train. Now all it really carries is brick, probably. Where are you? Oh, we have two of them that come in. And where are you? So they want more goods, and these are Naffy's. These are Naffy's wagons, so they should be able to get whatever they want. Just gonna look at those. Yeah, I'm just gonna give them an extra. So for them to actually get stuff, we'd have to get it delivered there, wouldn't we? So we have to get a train coming into here. This is the Scunthorpe, Maryland train. And so we have one freight train that brings stuff in here. Let's go look at that. It's probably too busy picking that stuff up. And I know they go all the way back to here. This is where she picks up all of her freight. And we don't really have any. We have some food. Steel supply train. Oh, that one goes into there. What else we got here? Line 19 is, well, since we're looking at it, we might as well. Let's call this the managed line. Kurt Blank Sub Train. Might as well name a few while I'm doing it. Gateshead. Oh yeah, it's not Gatehead. Just thinking of things that I did here. Well, that doesn't want to happen. Why did we do that? And this is what are you? Oh, you're the main line. You're the line from there. So we could call you the Tad Kurt Freight. No. Tad, Kurt, freight, train. Exciting, isn't it? All right. Don't I have a train going to Scunthorpe? Yeah. So there's 5 bricks, 1 machine, 39 bread, 1 goods. So we're really not getting that much out there. I like this train. Well, she should be coming back this way. Bringing stone and ore. If we wanted to, we could probably add another train to there and possibly increase the amount of cargo getting there. Let's take a look at this. What is that? Some cargo items are lost because station is overloaded. Ooh. Station overloaded? What? Yeah, I guess it could be. We don't have a thing there. Not bringing a lot of... Should be bringing logs back. They're going over there. So it seems like we should probably move more freight out of here. This is all the stuff going into here. And that's a tiny train. Managed vehicle. Well, we could probably upgrade it, but I really do like those tankers. Can you double head those? So it's a short haul. We have all the trains. 3,500 horsepower. Oh, that's BR class. Let's put 2 Great Westerns on there. Yes. Add. Okay. Yeah. Let's do that. And because we can, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's check that bad boy out. They use 2 Great Western engines because, you know, it makes more sense. If we're going to do that, probably. See, this train, we got this train here that comes in from over here. And is trying to suck. Oh, look at that. We cleaned up all those logs. That's pretty good. Those sound pretty good out there. We must be cranking out planks then. I would think. Well, we got planks, so that's good. There are places that want planks. Auto save. So this would set up this line, bring stuff to this station because there's also feeding the ore station. The that's called a steel mill. Let's look at this. I'm going to pause because I don't like this station that much. Lower curtain and ANSI. Delete that. Not a big fan of that anymore. I was, but I'm not anymore. So would it make sense, pardon me, to just run a line into here for their supplies? Or would we... This seemed to have been working. I mean, we got a line that comes here, ends here. I don't think it was horrible. Kind of liked it, so I think I might leave it that way. Doesn't have to all be perfect. And that's not going anywhere. So let's do, I'm going to do a pass through so I can line it up like that. Yeah. That way we get a nice long train in there. And we fix this road. Put it as a highway. That pretty much works, I would think. And I think we'll take these tracks back a little bit. And go to tracks. So one of them is going to go in here. Ooh. Yeah. That's the outside one, which would be that. And we should probably configure it, put some more tracks on there. And a platform. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. And now let's connect that up. And do we have to probably fix those lights? Manage the line. Lower curtain in Lindsay transfer. I'm going to think since it didn't, well, why can't you? Maybe you have to move in. So, do you not work or do you work? You should unload that. Is it because that's still kind of there? Let's call it 2. That's this guy right here, manage line. We will add a station. Maybe that's better. I guess that works. Right, that works there. And we would have this guy waiting here going, all that freight went away. That was bad. Curtin and Lindsay Annex, add a station. There. That freight comes back. Well, that took care of the problem with the overloaded station. I know what you guys sometimes do is just kick it in the butt. Get it going. Yeah, I think that'll be just fine. Waiting for a free path. Why? Oh, you're an idiot. You Want to go here? Yay! Now you probably now you work. Now you work. Well, I'm assuming we'll get that fixed up again, and freight will be brought into you, and we'll be just fine. All right, let's. That didn't really solve or fix anything, but this is our freight line from over there, and there should be machines and tools and food here waiting to go out there. Yeah, we're not really getting that stuff going out there. Tad, the Owens Tad freight train. Looks like we have grain and food getting out there, but nothing else. How do we do that? I think we're not getting a... Well, we'll get food produced out of there. And we have food production up here. Not as much as I would think we would, but I have an idea. This cargo tram goes to Lower Owestry East. And take this off and have them just directly bring it here instead of going through a middleman like I have had them doing, because there is no other thing here. There's a waypoint that we could probably get rid of. Yeah. Owestry. What are they doing? Yeah, that makes sense. This grain that gets delivered here. What are you doing? How come you have nothing? Oh, I know what you do. You bring crude back. That's why you're not making any money. We have oil supply there, coal and planks. All right. If we can crank this up a little bit more, we don't need any more than that. I don't think we can really handle it. This is supposed to bring food back. So you can carry some food, grain and food. He's bringing that. Oh yeah, this is our tram headquarters here. Seems to be working fine. Have to make sure we pick up our material. Probably more efficient ways of doing this, maybe. Got enough grain being pulled out of there. Ooh. This used to be a hopping place. Line 11. Well, those trucks are all pretty bad. Let's give them some of these. No, those don't really work, do they? All cargo. I like these. Yes. We'll give them a dark green color. Perfect. They're good trucks. What do you guys do, actually? Oh. You take it to Lower Tadcaster. Fantastic. Alright, we were looking at trying to get them more food over here, but kind of blew all the freight that was here. Now they're going to take oil, so it goes up to somewhere else too. It's crazy. They should transfer other items here. We do have a food. We had some grain over here. I've tried to give these guys some opportunity. They didn't produce. Let's see if they produce now. I'm going to do a line from here, because there are no real near food producers to here, so we could call this the MARY grain sub truck. Yes, we can call it that. And do we have a truck depot around here someplace? I think we do. Yes. All right, let's buy some trucks. We'll buy some grain trucks. I'm gonna get the single tipper variety. There. Let's give them 4. Where are we? Where are we? Right. And now they want food. They would probably like food. So I wonder. Okay, we've got food being delivered here, but it's going to get shot out to. No, we're not really worried about these guys so much, are we? No, we're not. All right, we got food going to the whatever that place is called. Woolton Under Edge. Yes. So we had, I think at the beginning we only had 1 food. We should snapshot that just to see if we're making any progress. I have snapshotted it. Population-wise, they seem to be, city seems to be growing. Let's see what we can do for increasing their desires of transport. So most of our people are being transported. So we got that out there. We could run a tram here. And we could run a tram out here for people. I don't know if that would make an effect on the town's ability to get bigger, but we would certainly find out, won't we? This be the tram. Because towns like to have extra traffic. Right, let's check out this thing. Maybe we'll increase their stuff. New road. Where's New Road? New Road starts here, and then we can go here, and then to Broadway, and then to Green Lane, and after Green Lane, we could come there. That sounds good. That looks pretty good. I think it'd probably be nice to upgrade that. That's almost that's a beautiful. And we've got all that capture. That is fantastic. 68 people. Managed vehicle tram. Let's replace that. Ooh. I think I've got these things going. Do we want to? What's the size? The Milano has 15 people. That's a cargo-y thing too there. We put 27 people on that. I think we'll get that. And clone it. Yes, let's do 2. Okay, so we have going this way, right? Then should we go back this way? Let's try that. I think we would have to upgrade that for the heck of it. Yes. Buildings. So if we're going to come back, we're going to come here. Boom, right? We would, well, we don't need one there, I don't think. Where did we put the tram stop here? I think I put it here. Okay. Why are you grabbing that? That's weird. Maybe we want to get rid of that. I don't know why it did that. That's one there. I'm going to put it over here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. New Age, the drive. Does it want to just to drive? Add a station. New road. I'm gonna just kill it all. Yeah, you'll be fine. Don't worry. And on the way out to encourage growth, do that. I don't know if this works. Okay. We will start here. Go there. Go there. Go there. Oh, we must have somehow demolished that one. I don't believe I wanted to do that. Then we'll go back to the line. Green lane. Go there. The green. And then here, let's put a waypoint. I'm not an expert at this. Okay. Now we can go back here. We're at the green, right? New road. And then after, I guess we do another new road. No. And then this. No. Oh. New road, it'll go here. And then here. Here. The drive. No. After you. And here. Yes. And then there. And then there. Ah, I know why. I know. And then there. And that should work. Okay. We have to go back and upgrade this. Streets. Tools. So if you're here, you would probably want to upgrade through here. Right? Yeah. So maybe that'll help move people around. That's fantastic. I actually got a little bit dizzy there for a second. Look at this. We have food and bricks being patiently wanting to be delivered by our tram. Let's look at our tram. Very bad. I think I'm gonna. So we went. What do we all want here? Mostly goods. All these things. Machines, bricks. Machines, goods. We could do that. Do 4 times. I'm going to do that. And we're going to paint that yellow. Perfect. Where are you, Mr. Tram? Look at that. That's perfect. Look at that. That's beautiful. We'll give that a name even. Let's say, what? City DL Tram. Okay. Look at that. We have bricks and all that. Be curious to see what they all. Oh, you pick it all up. Well, I don't know if what we're doing actually is helping the city. But as we're here, we are seeing that we are getting 14 and 10. So I think increasing the size of the train that could deliver here was enough to do it. Certainly want to get some more goods in here. All right. I think we've improved that a little bit. And we have more steel here. They're gonna bring more food into town. Look at that. We are bringing more food. And I think that'll. Oh, passengers, we gotta go on the Rick's. Oh, maybe I'll stop by there in a little bit and say hi. Nice you to stop by. Appreciate it. There we go. We got stuff happening there. What's going on at Maryport? They're not getting any fuel or goods. We don't have a lot of goods going on. Who is making fuel? You can find those things out here somehow. Station statistics. Barnett East. Ooh, they got a lot of lumber there. Where are you? It seems as though Barnett East could go for a few more ships. $65. Well, you got one truck here, bro. You need more trucks. Yeah, you massively need more trucks. We'll give you the double duties because they look like they're, serious. Get you 4 on there. Yeah. I bet if we put another ship on there, that'll prompt even more supply. Where are you going? You're going here. Way over here. And then I think you're getting delivered here. Yeah. You don't seem overloaded there, so you're doing pretty good. You've got no grain, no goods. Why no goods? Why no goods? We have a goods factory making thing over here. But you're making goods. You need more plastic. Where are we making plastic? Oh, I know where we're making plastic. Making plastic way over here. Yep, we got plastic on the train. And it's probably just sitting here waiting on you. Plastic. Alright. We got a couple things we need to do here. We got a large amount of supply that isn't getting delivered. Just not getting delivered. So one thing we can do is double up on that train. No, I guess we might have to. Let me look. I think we have 2 trains. Line 20. Is this working? Okay, you've got coal going in there. You've got coal coming here. It's not sitting, being unused. That's good. Let's irrigate coal supply. I don't know, exciting naming lines. But it is what it is. Somewhere here, do I have to? No, I really don't. We really could probably use another line of freight coming in and out of here. All right. This is Harrow to Walling freight. Train. Yeah, perfect. So we have a smaller train here that could probably effectively handle more. Not getting as much into here as it probably would like. Bar stand. Let me look. They have bricks. Yep, bricks and stuff. That's the passenger. I'm just looking over here. kind of searching around, and these are all goods. I think these are all goods that are, yeah, just sitting here waiting to be picked up. So you know what we should do? Yeah, because these are goods that are just, I think, just sitting here waiting to be picked up. And into the system. Yeah, look at that. So we're going to configure this and add another line. What do you think? I think so. That's what I would do. Because we can also keep our storage. Let's configure a little bit more. Put the track. Okay, that works. And I think we'll have to just come over here. Yeah, that's coming in there. Do I need to put another? Let's put a platform here, because then it gives us more storage capabilities. How's that sound? Like such. And then we'll put some more tracks. Can we not do that? Well, I guess it was a good idea. But we've got that station pretty much tightened up on one side, don't we? Yep, we do. So let's go over here. We're gonna pop you into there. Like that. And we'll bring the 2 trains with the freight coming in there. I believe there's a lot of material there that's just not getting out into the system. Just running the track up. Easy, easy peasy. Kind of neat how you can make certain areas just flourish. Ooh, what do you put? Yeah, that works. Let's do a pause. Let's go here. That's our station. Yeah. Just gonna do that. And then we come here and configure. Well, no, not here. I go over here and configure. Pardon me. And we'll grab some track. Just do that. And we'll grab some more track. Like that. Boom. Perfect. Someone put slow track there. What a moron. Alright, that looks like we are in business. Look up here. Marston freight train. That what we got? Sure does seem like it. Managed vehicle. Very bad. What do we got on here? We're gonna replace it. No, what I'm gonna do? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna clone it. Then I'll load it one more time. That is not clone button. Then this one, not that one, this one is in very bad shape. Yeah, it's gonna cause us a problem. Oh, we didn't create a new line yet, did we? No, we didn't. Doing these things and we're not even doing it right. A fool. Okay, bar stand. Bar stand. Bar stand 2. Freight. Train. That's how you name stuff too. Okay. Now we must go here. And we can do a tracky thing. I don't think there's too much curvature. Looks like a pretty straight line to me. Okay. One of you, manage vehicle, that's you. Put you on bar stand freight 2. So we should start to get that stuff out of there then. There should be 2 trains in there. Replaced them, we're good to go. We're getting freight in there. And everybody's happy. Bringing freight up. The ships are bringing the stuff in. That's good. This does need another train, I think. Well, actually, we have the 2, so that is okay. I mean, I do have 2 lines going in and out of there, so not like we're not moving freight. We're moving a lot of freight, actually. There's some big trains too. We need more fuel making happen. Fuel maker happen, or making it happen. Or where are you guys coming from? Oh yeah, we were playing with that before, and we never got any good luck. Because then it started doing stupid stuff. Why do you put oil here too? All right. This is that to that, and we need oil delivered here. What we really need. There's a lot of oil there. Barnett. Oh, so we're getting stuff refined in 2 places. That's interesting. Yeah, when I did this, I put, when we set this all up, we... Yes, let's give them many trucks. Honestly, there should be no fuel here. It should only be this. Okay, this is the... What did we call this one? Barn crude supply. Aha. Let's call this the barn. Barn. Hero Crude Sup Truck. Ooh, such a good name. Such a good name. Perfect name. And there should be a train. Coal. Yep. Coal's getting delivered. That is good. Are you making money? Probably not, because you're not really going that far. But I think it's probably more efficient. Alright, are we losing anything? We are losing some stuff. Steel. Jeez. By a Stanhope. So we are kicking out steel. So what we should do is line 2. What is this? What is this called? Steel transfer? Okay, so since some of the stuff isn't really getting moved, right? We could always a lot of ore. Why does ore go anywhere? Hero steel truck, and then it goes to here to get put on the line, which is so stupid. So we're gonna just try one line. Do a new line from. We're gonna do it from here. Pardon me. From here to here. Call that the Stanhope. We'll call it the Harrogate. What is that? Where are we? Machines. Truck. That's what we're calling it. And to do that, we're gonna get 2 trucks, because I bet it brings something back, maybe. All cargo. Why not? We'll make 2. And we'll put that on the... what do you got that as? Hero Steel Supply Truck. Well, let's see if we can't move some steel there. We're moving it mostly by train. And this will eventually fill up here. Pardon me. We've got steel here going to barn goods, barn machines. So we got steel being delivered there also by a truck and good stuff. Are you guys getting anything? Line 2. So let's call this the Bar City to live truck. Okay. All right. And there's another line 33. What do you do here? Oh, that's the... Do they want food here? Yep. Seems to be working. I'm gonna leave it because there's getting food in there. So we call that the bar city food. So maybe it's not the most exciting thing, but it is just working. I had a problem getting that working before. Look at that. They could use more trucks. Yes. I think you need a bigger truck. Let's get you. And we can, yes. We get 2 trucks on the line. See how that works? 14 and 31. They're at 93. You know, I might just put one more in there. Yep, one more. One more. Now, this guy is, yes, he's producing, finally. Maryvale Green, 4 of those trucks in there, so they need food here, and I am not against running a truck to deliver food, just to see if we can increase that. That's not the one I want. Streets, and that would be highway, county highway. Look at this. That's ugly. That is perfect. Now we could, how would we do this? Yeah. Nope, that's not a thing there. Nope. Okay, Mary City delivery. So we've got that this being delivered, so we'll deliver it into here. Let's do a new line. New line. We should look at that. I know it's getting put on the train. And not a problem supplement things, I don't think. There we go. That would be the Maryport food supply. I'm going to call it that. Mary Food Sup Truck. I'm not against using trucks. Do that. All right. I think we'll give that 2 semi-trucks. Bring in food. Look at this. We'll do those. Buy. And that would go on the Mary Food Supply truck. Perfect. If we name them as we make them, it's easier. That's just my opinion. You're not doing anything. You're not even doing plank. What are you doing there? What are you? Log supply. Plank supply. Oh, you deliver planks. That's what you deliver. Yeah. What do you do? Barn. Oh yeah, you take stuff here. I'm sure there's probably some efficiencies to be made there somewhere. But I think we've been able to increase. Where are you going? Oh yeah, we deliver right. We got this whole thing going on here. So that's good. What you got coming to you? Got 3 trucks. Where are we getting the plastic from? Yeah, plastics are, yes, done under here. Yes, we were talking, we got, wow. Got way distracted. Okay, we have one boat here, I think. 2 boats. Oh, what did they do? These boats. I think that's these, right? The Schauflagerschen. 100. Oh. 130. Wow. 170. Air passengers. 90. 130. 220. Whoa. What's your speed? Well, these are definitely what we need to do. Oil, plastic, and oil. So we could replace one of those, that, and place the other one with that. Okay, I think we've doubled the capacity. So let's see what you got. What are you doing? We've got fuel oil. Excellent. And you should be delivering stuff. Plastic. Yeah, that's the next thing we need to do. We need to get plastic up there. So let's do that. We need to get more plastic going out of here. Got stone, plastic, and crude. What is this? That is the Airwall freight train. And what do you do? You go up to there. Oh yeah, I think we just... I think this line only goes to here. Yeah. Okay. I think we're going to have to extend that. I don't know if we can extend it. We're getting good cash on that, that's for sure. And who comes here? Just trying to figure out the logistics. Yeah, that's that one. Up, up, up. Look at there's everything. Harrogate. You must be going. Which line are you on? Yeah, you go back and forth. Boom. Ah. And you're a passenger train. We got double lines going out here. Only one going down to here. But it goes all the way to Wallingford. So maybe... Yeah. Maybe we should... There's stuff here that needs plastic. There's actually just a lot of stuff here that has to go up. Has to go places. Just a lot. And I think... Need to figure out how to do another... another train on here. Bar stand comes into here. And we have this. We could put another freight line here. I think this whole second inner line, yeah, it's passenger. If we go next to the green line, I think that's our other freight line. But we have this other freight line here that we could possibly use. I think that's a plan, is we need to increase that flow out of the port and up to here. But I think in the meantime, we might be able to add some storage, because we have a lot of steel. Let's see how my steel truck is doing. Arrow steel supplies. Where are my trucks? They look like they're coming back. And you're bringing planks? There's a lot of planks here. And there's a lot of steel here, so I think this could be cloned like 400 times. And then we'll get some serious steel being delivered there. There's so much steel here, it's like crazy. But it's a constant battle. Constant. Now, if we put some buildings here. No, I want it to be there. What's the biggest we can put here? We put these here. And do we get that storage? Curious if we're continue to have storage issues. Look at all that steel we have. Yeah. It's a lot. Terminals. We should have gained some storage. What do you? Harrell steel transfer truck. So you would bring steel there. Pardon me. And you should load up with steel. Let's look at the steel truck. Almost looks like it's sliding, eh? Wait, I want a truck that shows me the steel. I don't like that. Why did it do that? I don't like that. But as long as he's taking steel, I guess I don't care. There's not enough steel being delivered here for them to take. See, you're doing it. I think they're the same trucks. Really doesn't make sense to bring steel here and then take it out. But that's what we're doing. exactly what we're doing. I gotta take steel. Come get the steel. Take the steel. Yeah, you're really not pumping out steel like I thought you guys would be. And the coal doesn't get delivered as often. That might not be such a bad thing. He's just tiddling along. Probably just put a bus on that. Yeah, that's... Doesn't seem like that coal supply is as good as it was. This is... Yeah, I think I'm going to change that back to managed vehicle. I don't care. Line 14, managed line. Stanhope Annex. Go here, Stanhope Annex, and we're going to put it back to here. Because just not getting the same amount that we were. So yeah, we'll just have that material delivered here and we'll be fine. You might actually increase. So anyways. Right, let's look at what we originally came and started here. We started at watt under edge. We started actually. So the ultimate goal of this entire operation today was to increase the materials being here. We got 31 bricks for food. I know we've done better than that, so I don't know. This must be a different time period or something. Lines. Right. Obviously, some aren't doing great. But Kirk Grain Supply Truck. Really? Why? Kirk Grain Supply Truck. I don't think you're actually doing anything. That's my opinion. Because it's like the same. It says the same. Curtin and Lindsay Central. So somehow they're named the same. Yeah, I don't know. Let's get rid of that. Add this station, right? And that station. Bet it'll kick off now. I'm just going to call this 2. I was having trouble with that before actually doing anything. You guys just turn around. No. You turn around. You turn around. Where's the third one? There's another one. You're all doing fine now. Very possible you might actually want to do something. Look, this is all filled up very nicely. Nobody wants to go there. Lots of logs coming in there, but no, we're not getting... We have all the things coming in here. Are we getting any... What do we need there? Steel? Wood and steel. Look, oh. We have a steel mill right here. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That train brings quite a bit, doesn't it? I don't know what any of those noises are. There are a lot of noises going on there. So what are you going to pick up? What are you doing? You confuse me. Kirk. Okay. We were making so. Why are you on that line? Why? That's why things just don't get done. Can't have any. You don't have good help, you're not getting anything done. Yeah, we used to deliver stuff here by truck. I don't think we do anymore. Nope. It's all train, and so that works pretty good. We can bring stuff from way over there, transfer it here, and we are good to go. But I think you'll be able to. Yep, you will. You'll come here. We're just gonna zoomy. Whee! Come on. We'll drop that off, and it'll go wherever it needs to go. Got one over there. Good. Well, that works all good for me, I think. This is probably my favorite engines on the whole map. And with that, I will bid you farewell.